You know, these are not the best of times for the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, particularly the national chairman, Iyorchia Ayu. The wrangle between him and Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike is far from over. In a direct swipe at the chairman, Governor Wike accused Ayu of arrogance and ungratefulness. Ayu had described his critics as children who were small when the PDP was founded. I'm enraged, Governor Wike said, let me quote him, I had kept quiet, thinking that we will reconcile, but since you brought arrogance to say you were elected, show me where your poster is or are in the state. We would tell you you are the prodigal father. Emeka, hell had no fury like a politician scorned.
Yeah, the biggest threat to PDP today is Dr. Iyorchia Ayu, the national chairman. See, that's why the party has not been able to hold its NEC meeting, National Executive Committee meeting, because it's very likely Ayu will be shown the way out. It's very likely. You see, he played his hand too clearly after the primaries. Going to Tamboa to say you are the hero of the convention because he stepped down for Atiku. I mean, you don't, as a national chairman, even when you are heavily invested in the interest of any candidate, you don't show it openly because you are assumed to be the father of all. You should be an arbiter. You should be someone who can be relied upon because in a crisis situation, you are the deal breaker. You are the tie breaker. If there is a vote and there is a stalemate, you break the tie.
Vote,
But where you are already showing your hand openly, how do you expect the other members of the party to look at you? So I think even his comments, he has, to all intents and purposes, derailed the reconciliatory moves of the party with his comments. You see, Atiku has been trying to pacify, to mend fences. But Sule Lamido, look at what he said about Wike. But you are one person whom you are running for Senate. Your son is running, to become governor. I think your daughter is running to go to House of Reps. Only you, in a state of how many millions of people, and you could come out to talk of Wike, who was going for just one seat. You have got 3 tickets. Then you saw others who have been throwing pot shots at Wike. Whereas Wike has remained a faithful, loyal party man. Some of you abandoned the party and ran away. If not for the efforts of people like Governor Nyesom Wike, PDP would have ceased to exist. That's a fact. He stood for Amechi when he was battling to get his mandate back, to reclaim his mandate. And Amechi had run away to Ghana. But Wike was here fighting for Amechi. Then at the end of the day, all you do is the same thing that a former chairman, national chairman of PDP, Adogbe, said, use and dump. You use people, you dump them. And then you keep sustaining disenchantment within the ranks. And to make matters worse, you hire people on social media who call Wike names. Oh, Wike needs help. Oh, Wike is this. Oh, Wike is that. But when you needed Wike to stand for you, to move around for you, when the party managed to get Obaseki of Edo State, Governor Obaseki of Edo State, from the PDP, from the APC, and you needed boots on the ground, you needed somebody on the ground to marshal forces. Wike was there. You didn't remember then that Wike needed help. The various areas that Wike has intervened in helping to stabilize the party, you didn't consider all that. But because the man came out legitimately to say, I want to get a presidential ticket, you now think that it's even right for Atiku to violate the constitution of the party by presenting himself. You think it is right?
Emeka, we talk every so often about internal democracy of our parties. Paul, Do you consider, we broached it last week, I think, do you consider Wike a bad loser or a man who is genuinely vexed?
I wouldn't call him a bad loser.
Okay.
You can accuse Wike of being brash, rambunctious, egotistical, but he's not a bad loser, and for these reasons. First off, there was an agreement by southern governors, okay, even those from PDP, that the ticket should come to the south. That did not happen. Some of the southern governors even betrayed, that agreement. So that's number one. Number two, the way Okowa emerged as VP leaves much to be desired. Number three, you are making effort at rapprochement, and then the PDP chairman, who is supposed to be the leader,
Father figure.
a father figure, is very divisive. That man will use his hands to burn that party. Honestly, what is happening is that PDP is losing ground every day. And it is not only Wike that is against what is happening. In fact, the BOT chairman said it recently that it is not right for the chairman of the party to come from the north and
The
from
flag bearer.
from the flag bearer to come from the north. He himself, the BOT chairman, is from Nasarawa State. No, it's a very incongruous situation. If somebody from the south had won the PDP ticket, let's say an Obi who let's say it wasn't, the man was frustrated when he saw that money was exchanging hands. If an Obi or Dele Momodu or anybody from the south had won that ticket, and Wike is saying all he's saying, and they will say, we can say you are a bad loser. You understand? You already betrayed the agreement. You understand? You are not even thinking in line with the way the nation is thinking, and then you gave it to a northerner. No problem. Then what are you doing to ascertain that the man who is aggrieved, a stalwart, the man who controls a very powerful bloc? You understand? Rivers State is a strong politically. It is the strongest state in the southeast politically.
And they get money.
They get money now. Wike gave himself for the party. Yeah. This Iyorchia Ayu has been to several parties.
Yeah. In 2007, he left. He went to the Action Congress.
Exactly. Atiku has gone from PDP, AC, APC, PDP. This man has, since 1999, like you said, he has remained. He has stood like a rock of Gibraltar. And then that is the man you are calling a child. Because you are what?
The age difference between them is 11 years.
And you are calling him a child. When you were building the party, children. Where were the children?
Come on.
The party you abandoned when the party was...
All right, no, hold on. We have an Adam reaching us from
I don't understand this.
Gombe. Adam, good evening to you. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Fine. I want to contribute to this PDP...
Go on.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Go on, Adam. Go on.
I believe the issue of Wike and PDP will be settled very soon. And I believe Wike is just, he has right to have grudges a little bit, but he should take it because he knows. He should take it as a sportsman and work for the party because he has no other place to work other than this party.
All right.
He nominated, if he walked away, what will be the place of PDP in Rivers? The candidate he brought will lose the election. So I believe he will work for PDP. And I believe you people are over hammering it. Please, allow PDP to settle it in-house. Thank you.
All right. When you say alarm, Adam, when you say allow, you want to just say some people, they block them. Thank you, Adam.
Wike has been coming. He came out in the open to air his grievances. Atiku came out in the open. Iyorchia, you addressed a press conference. So why have
Who is allowing or disallowing?
Nobody is disallowing them. But the point is, when you call, what is the age difference? Just 15 years. Between you are 69, Nyesom Wike is 54. So when you say they are children, who are you actually referring to as children? Because G34 that metamorphosed into the PDP, led by Dr. Alese Kweme, Iyorchia Ayu was not there. He was not part of them. So when you talked about when we formed the PDP, I keep wondering
This way.
As what? Because we know who the founding fathers of the PDP are.
Even if he was part of it, what has been his contribution to the progress?
You abandoned the party.
You abandoned ship. You jumped ship.
But again, are we saying we have lost sight of the fact that Professor Ayu was a sworn Marxist, or has he removed that toga?
Well, that's another ship he jumped from. He has been jumping from ship to ship. He has dumped the leftist camp.
Okay.
And now, I don't know if he's a progressive or conservative or which of the names, which
have an ideology.
Which one is the operating name right now for people of his own side?
But you see, Winston Churchill said, an appeaser is a man who feeds a crocodile, hoping that the crocodile will eat him last.
Well,
but in politics, does it play out all the time?
Yeah, well, it depends on when the crocodile is hungry and who.
Or what is
otherwise,
available?
why would a lion pounce on a zookeeper that fits it? Why? It should be used to the zookeeper. It should be used to the fact that the zookeeper.
But maybe the lion is not used to hunger.
Exactly.
Two
So even
different
the
things.
crocodile. So when you feed the crocodile with the hope that it will eat the
You last.
person feeding it last. But at least that person has put himself on the line as one of those to be eaten.
Dada, when you recall what Napoleon Bonaparte said, in politics, stupidity is not a handicap. And added to what Adam said, PDP will soon solve their problem.
Well, I hope they solve their problem because there is still time.
Because the country needs opposition.
Exactly. And PDP failed woefully as an opposition party. Yes. I still remember, you may not like APC. Of course, APC, in my opinion, has performed very dismally. But one thing APC did well when Jonathan was governor was opposition.
Yeah,
Lai Mohammed was
president.
always issuing press releases. You know, before you know it, you would see in a press release issued in Ilorin. The next time it will be Lagos. PDP has failed as an opposition party, and it's also losing a very big opportunity to take back, to wrest power from the APC, which it says has failed.
Okay.
And which truly has failed, in my own opinion. So,
Well, okay, that will just about do it regarding that. We wish the PDP very well. We wish the PDP very, very well.